Alright guys, Rxllout here and welcome back to another video. We are going to be going over something a bit different today, kind of just sitting here and talking to you about something that I find very important. It's aiming for the highest good musically. So what does that mean? What does it mean to aim for the highest good in music? Well, I'll be going over that a bit today. So first off, I'm going to ask you a question quickly. How do you want people to react to your music? Do you want people to be dancing to your music? Do you want people to be singing to your music? Do you want people to be vibing out? Do you want them to be sad to your music? Do you want them to feel emotion and feel like maybe, anger or intense air, depression? All these things you can put into your music and you can create that. It sounds a bit crazy to say you can do all this stuff, but you can. You can make people feel a wide array of emotion, and that's completely up to you. But I would basically start off by saying that's the main goal of what you should be thinking about when you're going into music. If you're a music producer, I know a lot of people are, but obviously there may be some artists watching this. Think about the vibe you want to set, the energy, the tone, the emotion. If you want to really bring out all the emotion you can, go for it. Just envision what that emotion feels like, the chords, everything. Start up and build and build and build. And us as creatives, as artists, that's kind of what we do. We kind of go for something that's conveying an emotion, conveying a vibe, conveying a style. A lot of people may not do that intentionally. That might be just kind of how they make beats. It turns into specific vibes and styles, but you can consciously choose. If you want a sad beat, you can make a sad beat with certain chords. You want an energetic beat, you can make that beat, but you need to put that energy in. You can make a sad beat just with sad chords and it sound very bland and kind of stale and like not genuine. But then you can make an energetic beat that makes people want to jump back and go crazy because you put that same energy into it. And that ties into the next thing I'm going to say is, what is the best outcome for your music globally? What is the best outcome? When we think about music, there's something with music that is very unique. That's not really judged the same way other things are judged. You don't judge a beat the same way you would judge like a table from a table from IKEA or something like that. You judge music kind of as it is. You take it as it is, as a form of art, which is very interesting. And a lot of the time, the better beats and these beats that are better, they are judged with energy and emotion as opposed to just technical ability. So how would you like your music to be kind of seen globally? Like the world sees it. You make a beat, the whole world sees it. Imagine every single person in the whole world seeing this beat for the first time. How would you make it? How would you want the world to perceive it? And I think thinking about that when you're making beats is a good way to kind of engage it with emotion and put it forward there with beats. And even as an artist, if you're an artist listening to this, then convey your emotions from your lyrics and stuff as well. Put that into the beat, the music, all of it combines to create a product that is going to be heard and perceived by the world. And me personally, and I'm sure a lot of people here listening, want that to be perceived in a way that changes people's lives, changes people's emotions, changes people's mood. Kanye West just says music was like a shot of coffee in the morning, or he referred to his Yeezys. When he was making Yeezys, he was like, I want my Yeezys to be like when you open up a present on Christmas. You can have all these attributes in your beats and music because music is the global language. Someone in Africa can hear your beat and might get hyped up. Someone in the Mediterranean might hear your beat and get depressed or sad and in his feelings because you made that beat like that. And I would think when you're making what really makes people stand out is not only technical ability but energy and music. So I would say think about the best possible outcome for your melody and for your beat in general, because you have slow drums, fast drums, but think about emotion and how globally it will be received and how you want the world to see that kind of emotion and feel when they listen to your music. That's something that you should really consider when making beats and will instantly make you stand out from the crowd, is that emotion and that energy. Undeniable. And don't think small. Do not think small. Think about the highest and best outcome for your music. So if you make an energetic beat and you think it sounds amazing, every time you listen to it you get hyped, you get like, yes, let's go, this is amazing, I love it. Don't think small. Think how big that could be. Think about how many people could listen to it. You know, it might get 20 plays on YouTube, but if you kind of have it in your head that, you know, 1 million people may listen to this, you will make it differently. You'll make it differently from if you just think, I'm going to get 20 views, no one's going to care. You'll make it differently if you think the whole world's watching, the whole world's listening. So don't think small. Think about the highest and best outcome your music can have for one person, for someone, anyone. Even if it's 20 views on YouTube, you might change that person's day. You might change that person's life. You might make a beat that goes into a song that changes 1 million people's lives, you know? You never know with music. You never know. So make the best kind of music and don't think small. Make the best kind of vibing, emotional music you can make, and do not think small. Think as big as you can. You put out a beat, think like, this could get seen by billions of people. Oh my God, I better make this good, sort of thing. That will help you. That will definitely help you. But if you keep thinking small, you're going to be a small producer. And I know I'm not huge, I'm not a big producer, but that's something I wish when I was growing up I kind of taught myself more, is to think big and think huge and think massively with what I'm doing. I definitely think I would have benefited from that kind of thinking pattern previously. But again, your music can change the world, your music can change lives, your music can change people's entire outcome. And like you guys will have it too when you've heard like a song and you still listen to it to this day, like from years and years ago, and it still makes you feel a certain way. You could be that person that makes that. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing different from you and, you know, people that are other producers or other creatives. You know, we're all the same human. Now, people might be on drugs, people might be taking a whole load of other stuff, but we all have the same emotions and energy that we can portray in music. And that's very important to remember. We are all the same, and we all can do great, amazing things. Your life could change tomorrow if you really wanted, or not really wanted. I know it's not a wanting thing, but if you really looked at the best outcome for it and kind of produced along those lines, and then, you know, even marketed it like that and did certain things, there's a lot of a higher chance of you doing well, which kind of comes in my next one, which is it try as hard as you can in the moment. And by try hard, I don't mean, you know, this has to be like this and this, like not contrive trying. Just put everything you have into it, you know, all that energy, all that emotion you've got stored away, put it in. Make yourself kind of, get yourself hyped for it, get yourself hyped for a beat, or get yourself sad, or convey that emotion the best way you can. Really think about it, take your time and think, and be kind of, don't overthink, but think about it and really put that energy, that emotion, that everything you have inside that you know, you're wanting to come out, put that into the music. You can make music that, you know, sounds like that. It's not the easiest thing in the world, and it takes some practice, but you can do it. I remember I made, you know, one of the best beats I've ever made, that Dream Eater beat. I always refer to it, but I was just like intense emotion like that day, like just, I'm gonna make the best beat ever, I'm gonna like, my brain was like screaming like, we're gonna make the best beat we can do, like the best beat ever, let's go. And that energy came out, you know. It's very much like The Secret. I don't like that book very much, but it's that think it, see it, believe it, and all that kind of shit, which I don't really agree with. You know, you need action behind it, but that's what it was. It was action, it was thought, it was everything, action, thought, emotion, all, you know, channeled into a beat. And I struggle to do that now because I'm just doing it all through headphones. You know, it's very hard to kind of convey all that emotion and energy just when you're sat at a desk with headphones. You know, you need speakers, and you don't need them, but it definitely helps. And that's kind of where I've fallen behind musically, in my opinion, with. But that's kind of where I wanted to go with this video. I wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, energy, emotion, thinking big, and understanding that your beat, your project might be viewed by the whole world and change lives one day. So why wouldn't you put everything you've got into that one piece of music over and over again? Try your best, do your best, commit, and put that energy, that feeling, that vibe, everything into it. And then, you know, what can people say? You've done your best. If you do your absolute best, and that doesn't mean try harding, that doesn't mean my beat has to sound like this and my beat has to sound like this. Do your best. Do your absolute best, and no one can say anything. And again, aim for the highest good with it. The highest possible outcome, the best possible outcome for people, for the world. You are in control of so much more than you imagine. Like, you're in control of so much more than, you know, you could dictate the millions of people's lives with your music. Billions. You could do what you want with music, but it all starts from you thinking big, aiming for the highest good, and doing your damn best. And you guys can do it. I know you can. If you're listening to this, you're capable. I'm capable. Everyone's capable of doing it. It just takes that push and that drive that a lot of people won't have. And push and drive, I want to get this crystal clear, does not mean working yourself insane to the point where you hate what you're doing. It means putting your energy into it and vibing and feeling it and enjoying it and doing your absolute best. With that being said, thank you very much for watching, guys. Peace.